Ladies and gentlemen, we are back for another episode in our Glory Hunter series. We are approaching the business end of the league campaign. Things have actually been going very, very well for us. We're going to show you some results from the games we've already played, show you some goals as well, and we get a look at the progress. So let's jump in straight away. So after the game against Strasbourg, which obviously we watched in the last game, we then followed up with a 5-1 win against Serie. At the same time, PSG won their game just 2 days before. They won by a scoreline of 2-0. So obviously with this, we've clawed back the goals. We've actually gotten 2 goals ahead of them in goal difference. So we've been able to get back on top, only by goal difference, mind you. As we see, Moukoko receives a ball on the edge of the box, makes a turn in the 12th minute and fires home. Delano Winter then makes a break down the right hand side as he looks to cut the ball back across the face of goal. Finds Choi Sang-hee in the 21st minute to make it 2-0. Serie do get a goal back as we see Diop breaking a lovely cross forward and just a nice little glancing header from Reno, I think that is. Sardella then whips in a free kick towards Baldanze. He cuts it back for Moukoko to head in to make it 3-1. There's a free kick there for, I can't even remember who took it, Uber maybe. Bounces back to make it 4-1. And Moukoko then, I'm not sure if he is a little dummy or he steps over the ball there. Ball comes through to Baldanze to score his second goal of the game to make it 5-1. So that put us back on top of the league, only by goal difference at the time. We then followed up with an away game in Germany. We were playing against Eintracht Frankfurt. As you'll see from the scoreline there, we were losing after 65 minutes. The home side opened the goal scoring. It took us until 3 minutes deep in the stoppage time. As we see, Chanazun plays the ball back to Toyota. He makes a break into the goal. His shot is actually deflected in off Ringo. And 3 minutes deep in the stoppage time, as we see, Everard plays the ball forward here. Choi Sang-hee heads it into Moukoko, and he rescues a draw in Germany. That brought the game level. We are in the quarterfinals of the Europa League. That brought the game level at the end of the second leg. We're back in action against Stade Brestois in league action, and this was a game that actually turned out to be very important for us. As we flick forward here, we'll go back. We'll see that PSG drew 2-2 with Troy the day before. We followed up then with a 2-0 win away to Brest. We'll show you the goals, of course. Unfortunately, Luca Gilardici did get sent off in this game after 2 yellow cards, so he does miss the next game, which was against Monaco. But we've come home with a 2-0 victory. This not only put us back on top in the league, as we see pressure here from Gutierrez. Moukoko and him play a little bit of a 1-2 almost. Ball comes into Moukoko. He opens the scoring in the 33rd minute. In the second half then we see Gutierrez plays the ball out to Costa. He cuts back inside, finds Tuati making a late run into the box and makes it 2-0. As mentioned, that put us back on top of the league table and actually put us ahead with a 2-point advantage. In the second leg of the Europa League quarter-final, we are at home against Eintracht Frankfurt. As you'll see from the scoreline, we've won that game 2-1. We've gone through to the semi-finals with a 3-1 aggregate. Martinez whipping in a corner. The ball's clear, but not very far. It only comes as far as Delano Winter. 20-year-old making a break into the box and fires in to make it 1-0. In the 30th minute, then Martinez involved again as he crosses it back to Bucci. He fires across the face of goal. Choi Sang-hee at the back post to make it 2-0. That put us into the semi-finals where we will face Brighton. Brighton have in the last 2 years lost the final. We'll show you very quickly here. They lost the final first of all to Southampton last year, and the year before they lost the final to Spurs. Looking at the history of the competition there, the last 8 winners of the Europa League have all been English teams. But back in domestic action, we're following up again as we see PSG. After the draw with Troy, they then had a 5-1 victory against Strasbourg. We followed up that game with a 5-1 win against Monaco. We'll show you the goals here. A little bit of rotation due to fatigue. Obviously, Gilardici suspended. Tuati was injured. A little bit of rotation here. Some of the players have come in have actually performed very well for us. We decided to go with Costa up front and bring Tario in on the right wing. As we see, Costa and Tario combining for the first goal in the 21st minute, with the winger scoring to first goal. The corner then isn't cleared very well. Comes to Everard. His strike takes the deflection off the defender and goes in to make it 2-0. Robert then breaks down the right hand side, finds a nice pass to Choi Sang-hee. He squares it across the box again for Tario to finish at the back post. In the 61st minute then, Choi Sang-hee plays the ball at Tario again. He returns the pass back to the far post. Choi Sang-hee is there to make it 4-0, I think we're at this stage. And in the 84th minute then, Costa makes a run down the right hand side, gets around his defender far too easily, cuts back inside on his left foot and puts the ball in really far too easily. So 5-0 at this stage, as we see Bonnet do get a late goal back as Alejandro plays the ball across to Marco Nasty, and he scores in the 90th minute for a late consolation. And that brings us up to where we are today. We're about to play the Coupe de France semi-final. We are in a little bit of a pole position here in the league. We are 2 points ahead of PSG. The title race is going to go to the wire. There's only a few games left. We're in a semi-final of the Europa League. We're in a semi-final of the Coupe de France. We could potentially win as many as 3 trophies this season, which would be absolutely incredible. A quick look at the squad before we go into the semi-final. Gilarducci still suspended, so we're going to bring in Hofbar on the bench. Kibarsi fine here. Alex is still injured. We're going to bring Choi Sang-hee actually in on the left-hand side. I'll bring Bamba in for defensive midfield, and we'll bring Gilles Becker back in on the bench. Tuyate still a little bit away. We're going to bring him out. We're going to bring in Robert Crowley. Not played many games for us. He's a defensive midfielder, of course. Being that he's Irish, I want him to do well, but he's just not really good enough to be controlling this team. We're going to give Bergval a little bit of a rest as well now that Baldanze is back from his injury. And we are going to get the semi-final underway. Hopefully we can win this game. That'll see us through to a final where we have a chance of picking up, at the very least, a silver medal, hopefully a gold medal. We are favourites here. I expect nothing but a win to keep this good run going. Not many reactions. In fact, only Delano Winter is the only man to react to my team talk. We have wrapped up a permanent transfer as well for Daniil Kuryakov. We did sign him, of course, in the summer with an option for a permanent transfer. We decided to activate that. He has been playing. He is our first choice goalkeeper. You know, there's no two ways around that. He has been performing very well for us, and he could very well be one of the reasons why we're in the position we're in all these competitions. Clermont with a corner. Roussel to take from the right hand side. The ball is cleared. I'm not sure if the defender or the striker got that, but Clermont have taken a surprising lead. Jose Manuel, I feel like he's one of my former players. I recognize the name. Could be a different Jose Manuel, of course. I'm not sure if Kubarsi gets the clearance there. Comes back to Julien, comes to Jose Manuel. His strike takes the deflection off Everard, unfortunately, to go in. It's been given to Jose Manuel. It's not the same Jose Manuel that I have had, I think, at Inter. Let's demand more. Let's change our mentality to go very attacking. I mean, this is a semi-final against a lower league team. You would expect we should do well in this game. Kubarsi brings the ball forward, looks for Bucci on the left. Getting a run down the line. It's getting all the way down to the byline. Cuts back to Choi Sang-hee. Finds a ball across the face of goal. And Baldanze's shot is deflected wide for the corner. Martinez to take from the right. The ball comes in and it's gone over the bar by somebody. I'm not sure who that was. But not a great start, certainly. We should really be doing better. Burrito. It's Burrito. We change our mentality back to go positive. Thrash Arms, you've been terrible. Sort it out. We're the favourites. Let's stick with our Baldanze's not having a great game. You bring him out perhaps. Bring Bergval in. As Mokoko wins a header, finds Martinez. He's getting a run down the right hand side. It's back to Baldanze. Finds the pass to Winter. Takes his time. That's an incredible goal. And we're back in it. That's an incredible strike from the 20-year-old Dutch midfielder. Martinez does well. Brings us forward. There's a good defensive line there. Baldanze just touches off to Winter. Has too much space to turn, pick a spot, and Millard is not getting it. A very tidy finish, a good finish to get an important goal to get us back into the game, of course. Bucci with throw on the right finds Winter. Looks for Choi Sang-hee. Makes a turn, looks for Baldanzi. That's a quick turnaround, 2 quick goals in the space of 3 minutes. We are back in control. Maybe we'll stay with a positive mentality. It seems to be working for us. Choi Sang-hee is a nice little turn here. I think the referee may have helped getting in the way of the defender, but it doesn't matter. Everard not having a great game, playing a 6.5. Martinez surprisingly not having a great game. You know, Ontario did really well first in the last game, and he's quick. Let's bring him in. Under on a booking. Let's make the one change for now. We'll bring in Levi Tario. Martinez whips in the corner. Ball's cleared. Makoko recovers. It's back the byline. Crosses the back post. The ball's cleared again. Comes to Jose Manuel, who can run the ball out. A nice tackle there from Bamba. Martinez looks forward for Makoko. And the defender cleared it, but he was offside Makoko. So, yeah, that's fine. Got to keep a little eye on the fitness levels as well here. We are picking up. Kubarsi struggling a little bit. And whipping a ball into the back post. Ball is cleared to Bucci. I mean, Nga, it's not the same. It's obviously not the same Nga that I had. Atletico. As Tario gets down the line. Finds Choi Sang-hee. That's a nice finish. Gives us a nice 2-goal cushion. Baldanzi does well here. Finds Tario. Coming off the back of a very good game against Monaco. Gets down the line all the way. He times his run nicely. Gets that little burst at pace at the right time. And that is a tidy finish. 15 minutes to go. We do need to make some changes. We'll bring Crowley in here. Aubert. We'll bring Hofbauer in for Kubarsi. Bamba is struggling a little bit on fitness. We'll bring Bergvall can drop in there. He can, you know. We've got 2 changes left. Gilles Becker is a defensive midfielder. We'll bring Bamba out for a rest. Baldanzi will give you a rest too. You've had a good game, Baldanzi. I appreciate your efforts. A little under 20 minutes left to go, plus stoppage time. I hope that's not an injury. Didn't quite see what was going on there. But we've made 2 changes at the back. I'm not sure what's happened here. There's a throw in. Bergvall. Crowley breaking down the right hand side. Cuts inside. He's having a go. That's a good effort. It's saved by the goalkeeper. Choi Sang-hee with the corner from the left. Looks for Bergvall. The ball is cleared. Tario picks it up. Passes it back up the line, but it's come to nothing. Claremont now with a corner. Ball is cleared by, I think that was Makoko. Comes to Gilles Becker. Cuts inside. Looks for the run. Choi Sang-hee finds Makoko, who goes all the way to right back to Crowley. He's getting a run up the line. I mean, we were in a very good attacking position, I think, with numbers as well. Doesn't matter. Just Choi Sang-hee scores again. 89th minute. 4-1. We're in the final. They're checking it. Goals given. Crowley does very well. It's a big deep cross. Or it's a pass back to Bergvall, who plays a big deep cross into Choi Sang-hee. Makes it 4-1 on the night. We are into the final, unless something goes really badly wrong now. And I mean, it's onside. It's not really even a question because the defender's right beside him. You know, there's no distance between the defender and the attacker. I think it was plain and obvious. But we are into full time. We are into the final of the Coupe de France. Congratulations, lads. Absolutely delighted. So that is us into the Coupe de France, where we will play Le Puy. Okay, well, that's interesting. Le Puy beat Auxerre. Okay. I mean, this is a Championnat National de Groupe A team. They are, I mean, they're playing against Bordeaux 2, Rennes 2, PSG 2, Auxerre 2. I mean, they're playing. Let me see. What teams are there? It's kind of hard to tell, really, isn't it? But they're playing a competition where they've beat the senior team of the team that they play against. Fair play. Congratulations to them for making the final. I mean, I am absolutely intent on destroying them, let's be honest. Very pleased. Choi Sang-hee. Everard has told how I lost my temper at halftime. Well, I kind of did. I've not been happy with his team played, and he made sure that the team knew it. And I mean, it worked. You know, we won 4-1. So the cup final will be after the league season. So in the next episode, we are going to bring you pretty much the end of the season as it stands. We're going to bring Bordeaux, the Europa League semi-final against Brighton, of course. We have a game against Lille, against Lens, against Marseille, and that could go. The title could go all the way to the wire. So we will see how things pan out. We do have a 4-goal advantage and a 2-point advantage over PSG at the minute. So we're going to wrap it up now for this episode. I do hope you've enjoyed it. We, of course, have been very successful. Potentially winning a treble. I know we're still have a semi-final to play in the Europa League. Potentially winning a treble was certainly not the target for this season. The target was just to do well in the Europa League. Some good news is that having promised to qualify for the Champions League with Cabarce and somebody else, Alich, I made promises to them that we would qualify for the Champions League. We have done that now, so they will be staying with us. So we will have them at our disposal next season, which is great. But that is it for this episode. We will be back in the next episode. We will bring you a final roundup of the league season, and hopefully we have some Europa League news to bring as well. We'll see how we get on. We will do a separate episode for the Coupe de France. Should we qualify for the Europa League final, we will also bring that as a separate episode. That is it for now. I do hope you're enjoying this series. We will see you in the next one. Until then, thank you very much and take care. Thank you for watching this video. I do hope you've enjoyed it. Please remember to subscribe to the channel. It helps us to grow and helps us to bring you more videos like this. Please also leave a like and share the video as well. And please do leave a comment. We would love to hear your feedback also. That's it for now. You can watch one of these recommended videos, but we will see you in the next one. Until then, thank you and take care.